Hello, good morning. My name is Thain. This is the Read Aloud, Think Aloud component of Assignment 1A. The grade I selected was grade 1. The theme topic that I selected was compassion for others / inclusiveness. And then the curricular focus specific expectation was reading 1.5, making inferences and interpreting texts. So using stated and implied information and ideas in texts to make simple inferences and reasonable predictions about them. The story that I chose to read is Stick and Stone by Beth Ferry and Tom Lichtenheld. And I want to know what we all see on this page. I see a big tree. I see a bird, and I see a stick. Why do you think this is the first page? This has to be important, or else it wouldn't be in the story. Do we have all of the information required to understand this page? Let's find out. Stick and Stone. It is written for Chris, my rock, from Beth Ferry, and then to my cohorts from the Valley Forge, Friends for Life, Tom Lichtenheld. Stick, stone. Lonely. Alone. A 0, a 1. Alone is no fun. What do you think is going to happen next in our story? When I look at this picture, I can see our two main characters. I see Stone sitting by himself, looking a little sad. I see Stick over here, smiling, having fun, running around. Let's think about what we know. We know that the story is called Stick and Stone, but these characters haven't met yet. So I think that these two are going to meet each other. And I think they're going to do something together. They have to meet and they have to interact. That's my guess. What's your guess? Stick, stone. Along comes Pinecone. We were right. There they are, smiling, playing on the swings. Pinecone makes fun of Stone. Looks like Stone fell off, and then Pinecone saying, he's laughing at them, maybe saying some mean words. He won't leave him alone. Vanish, says Stick. Why did Stick stand up for Stone? Stick could have laughed with Pinecone, but I think that would have made Rock feel even worse. Would have been even sadder. Look at their face in this picture. You can see Stone is really sad. He's really bothered by what Pinecone is saying. So I think it's important to ask, why did Stick stand up for Stone? They just met. His word does the trick. And I want us to look at the faces pretty closely on this picture. So here we see Stone is much happier than the last page. He's very happy that Stick stuck up for him. And Stick looks pretty proud of himself. He's doing a half smile called a smirk, giving a thumbs up. But I also think it's important to ask, how's Pinecone feeling? If we look at Pinecone's face, you can see he looks upset as well, a little mad, a little hurt. Why do we think that is? Well, I think it's because he wasn't being very nice. Stick made him realize that he wasn't being very nice. And Pinecone realizes that and is upset. Stone whispers, "Gee, you stuck up for me." That's just what sticks do. Friends do it too. Stick, stone, no longer alone. Stick, stone, a friendship has grown. They wander, explore, lays by the shore. Looking at this picture, how do we think this book is going to end? They've met, they've become friends. They've had lots of fun, blowing bubbles, wandering, lazing on the beach. What do you think could possibly happen next? Then thunder and rain, boom, a loud hurricane. Is that what we thought was going to happen next? I didn't think a storm was going to happen next. Stone and Stick look very scared. Oh my goodness. Stick is windblown. They look even more scared. And there goes Pinecone. Hold on, calls out Stone. Again, he's alone. There's that leaf that was on Stick. And again, a sad face. Search day. Stick. 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 And search night. No Stick in sight. What's this? A huge puddle? Stick is stuck in the middle. If we look at this picture, let's imagine that we were Stone. How would we help Stick? I think if we were in this situation, we would pull them out. That makes a lot of sense. We could find them something to grab, find Stick something to grab, and pull them out using that. But Stone is missing some very important parts that we're missing in order to do that. So I think we have to look at the picture and see, here's Stone on a big hill and a little log in the way. What do you think he's going to do? Let's find out. First, Stone rolls down the hill, bounces off of the log. Here Stick yells, "Cowabunga!" Stick looks a little worried. It says, Stone rescues him quick. Sploosh. Look how happy Stick is to be saved. You rock, Stone, says Stick. That's just what stones do. Best friendship rocks too. Stick, Stone, together again. Stick, Stone, a perfect 10. Because that's by themselves, Stick was a 1 and Stone was a 0, but together it makes a 10. That's incredible. To the end. And here we can see Pinecone saying, sorry, I needled you so much. That's very nice of Pinecone. Pinecone apologized at the end. I think it's important to think. Throughout this book, did Pinecone show compassion for his friends? I don't think so in the middle. I don't think he was being very nice to Stone. But I think at the end, he was being compassionate. He said sorry. And there they are all together. And that's the end of the story, except for this one last picture. And do we know what this picture is? I can see a mountain or a volcano maybe because of this big hole. And it looks like this rock was shot out of this volcano or mountain. Do you remember the first page of this book? Let's flip back to it just in case. It's the same orange background and black drawing. And we can see a stick. And in this last one, we see a stone. I think in that first picture, that stick that we read with, the main character of our story, and that stone, the other main character. We have all the information now, so we're able to go back to the first page and understand it better. Understand that that is stick from the character, from the story, the character from the story. And this is stone. That's incredible. We're able to understand and better interpret the text based off of the words, the pictures, what happened before, what's happening during, and even what happened after. We can go back, read the story, and understand why the characters stood up for each other. We can understand why the characters were so sad to be alone. If we look at that picture, maybe Stone was alone for a really long time. Same could be said for Stick. So I think one important thing to get from this story is compassion for others. And why is compassion important? And I think caring about people, in this case, Stick and Stone, but in our case, in our classroom, we have our classmates, family members, new friends. We interact with a bunch of different people. And including them in activities and play, despite anything, despite the way that they look, despite the way that they act, I think it can be really beneficial. I think that having compassion for others is going to make a lot of friends. And you are not going to be so lonely if you do that. I think that's the important part of Stick and Stone. Even though Stick and Stone are very, very different, they play and they get to become great friends, doing a bunch of very fun activities.